Well, hello everybody. Welcome here or welcome back, whatever the case may be. I am going to try today to put on some temporary tattoo eyebrows. They are 4D eyebrows, so they say. So this is what they look like. They're sticky on one side, the side that goes on towards your. Try to find a placement, and this is me putting them up really, really high. Don't ask me why I decided to do that there. So I just used a little spray water bottle that I have. And I moisten that, and then you rub it in. I watched Princess Cray doing her temporary tattoos. Now she does them with, I think, a wet sponge. But she rubs them across and it seems pretty easy, and then she kind of checks a piece and sees if they're stuck. So that's what I'm doing. I'm checking to see if it's stuck. It's not stuck, so I'm going to go and add a little more water, because that's what I've seen her do. She gets her sponge back out and wets it down again. And it doesn't have to be sopping wet. That's what I discovered. It's okay if it's a little bit just damp. And there we go. That's how easy they are to put on. Little slightly lifted up area, and they're a bit shiny. Now I'm going to try and match them on the other side. And to tell you the truth, I had a little bit of trouble finding the right angle. I could line up the front with the right height, but then trying to get the back area, that was a lot more challenging for me. I'm not sure if I really got it well or not, but it turns out I was going to have a slightly different problem than that in the first place. And since I do like to problem solve, as disappointing as it was, not the end of the world. But they really are quite easy to attach as far as the process goes. And I do like the fact that these have the picture on this side, so you kind of know where you need to be applying the pressure. And I couldn't get that to lift up. That was like, oh, I'm still stuck on there. And that became quite a problem for me in a number of different ways. So I'm really trying to get that attached, especially on that outside corner, but it's just not sticking to my skin. And I did clean my skin very well before this. Oops, and then I slid that across, and it's like I shaved off the outside. So what happens if I shave off the outside of my natural eyebrows? I draw them on, but they really are quite surprisingly good for what they are. Especially if it's like an important occasion and you just really don't feel like drawing them on. But I went, okay, can I make them match this way? You kinda can. If I had to fiddle a little bit, I certainly didn't get the arch quite right. I thought, well, can I match this up then a little bit? Like, you don't want to mess them up, but it's like, yeah, they are what they are. And I went, oh, they seem very far apart. Let's just bring them a little closer together. But this is me trying things out just to see if I can do anything with these once they're on, and they don't draw over the sticker real well, but they do work. Like you can add a little bit more in the way of some color and some lines to them. As you can see, not real neat, pretty sloppy, especially as I'm watching it back. That's pretty bad. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this old 35-year-old powder of mine, probably 36-year-old, 37-year-old now, and I'm going to put it over the eyebrows and see if I can dull that shine just a touch and maybe make it look a little more seamless on my face. That is the goal, and I'm trying to clean up as I go, keep things nice and tidy. I'll take the brush and take off the excess, trying to be careful not to disturb them, but I do think they stick pretty good. It takes a lot to have them on your head. I had them on for many, many hours. So yeah, that is what they were like. They were pretty believable, all things considered. So until the next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.